All right, I'm back at it. I have had a tough winter. I've caught one fish since October. And I have fished probably 6 times. I've shot a bunch of intros that never made it to a video. The weather has finally meshed with my work schedule, so I'm going big. I've got my backpack on. I'm gonna hike in 3 miles on a stream that I've never fished before. They don't stock it. It's only native and wild trout. But I've already seen 3 trout walking in. And there's a hatch going on, and they were eating off the top. Should have stopped and tried to fish for them, but I want to get into my campsite before it gets dark, maybe start fishing down there. So I've got a new backpack, I've got a new tent, and I've got a new fly rod. The last video I shot, I'll link that in the description. That was in October. I carried in 50 pounds. It's just a bit much. So I told myself I was going to go lighter this trip. I've got this backpack, this setup, down to 40 pounds. And of course the tent and the backpack was all part of that. I'll talk about those later, but for now, I've got at least 2 more miles of hiking to do. I hope I catch some fish. All right, the ramps are coming up. They haven't started coming up near me yet. They're coming up here. I'm not far now from full-on spring. Oh man, those are beautiful. Beautiful. Good patch in here. All right, I made it. It was a hot walk in. Temperature got up to like 75 degrees. The sun was hitting me firm in the back. But I walked in about 3.5 miles. I'll check the GPS on the way out. I'll actually record my tracks. I had to cross the river to find a spot that was close to fresh water. There's a little creek coming off the bank here. And it took me a while to find a place that didn't have any trees in it. My new tent is the NEMO Hornet 2-person tent. It's really a 1.5-person tent, but it was a full 2 pounds lighter than my MSR Elixir. And I loved that tent, but the 2 pounds were more important to me. So I'm gonna set this up and I'll show you what it looks like once I get it set up. Okay, I've got my tent set up, got my campsite, starting to organize. This tent took a little longer to set up than it did in my yard when I first got it. And maybe a little longer than my Elixir even. Most of that's because you've got to use tent pegs to guy it out to get the full use of the space. I do like how much larger this tent is inside. I mean, you've got quite a bit of space here. You know, that's nice. The Elixir felt almost like a coffin. It was a little bit claustrophobic in there. This, I think I should be able to get more of my stuff. As you can tell, I've got most of my stuff laid in here instead of leaving it out in the vestibule like I've had to with my Elixir. I do like the double doors. I've used this door to fill it up, but I think I'll use the other door to get in and out of at night. Got a great spot here on the river. I can hear the river, so that'll help me sleep at night. And there's my kitchen. I've got it set up down there. I'm going to likely get my water. There's a little stream comes down through here. I want to get my water from that stream. And I swear I saw a trout hit the top of the water up here and take a bug off the top not even 30 minutes ago. So I'm going to slide up there and try to see if I can't get him to hit, and go up there and maybe say hi to my neighbors. All right, I've got some water boiling, and for dinner I'm gonna have beef stroganoff from Peak Refuel. I don't think I've had one of theirs yet. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I've got a few of these at home. This is the first time though that I've actually taken them out, so we'll see. Had a heck of a time with my Sawyer water filter. It just took a lot of squeezing. I used this in October, and it was really easy to get a lot of water quick. I mean, I really had to strain to get just that amount of water. So it's going to be a long weekend if that's what it takes to get water. I'm not sure what happened there. I'll have to Google it when I get home, but yeah, that's disappointing. And I back flushed it when I got home last trip. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway, gonna have dinner. I went up through there and I fished a little bit, and I didn't see any fish, didn't get any bites. Kind of want to move down there and give it a shot, but it's starting to get dark pretty soon. And I'm kind of worn out, so I may feel better after I eat a bite. Once I eat a little bit of food, if I've got the willpower, I'll head down there. Otherwise, it'll be tomorrow morning before I fish. I'll get up, probably just carry my waders. I'll cross the river, put my waders in my backpack, probably walk a mile downstream. I like fishing upstream, and then fish back to camp, make lunch, and then fish up. I know there were some great holes that I passed. I really haven't seen any fish since that, like a mile in. I saw, there's one right there. Yes! I'm gonna zoom in on where it was. It was right above that rock, right there. He hit right there. Okay, all right. Yeah, so never mind. There are trout here. Just gotta get him to hit something. All right, I got more water on. Make myself some tea. I'm gonna try out this beef stroganoff. The noodles didn't get very big, but oh, that's good. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh man, that's good. That's a hit. It's peak fuel beef stroganoff. And I'm gonna eat this, boil up more water for tomorrow morning so when I make coffee, it won't take as long. I'm gonna try something. I got an AeroPress coffee maker. I've tried it at home, makes great coffee. I brought it out with me on the river. We'll see how it goes tomorrow morning, but it's gotta be better than those Starbucks Vias, which I do like, but they're not as good.
All right. This is what it's like waking up in the NEMO Hornet 2P. Love the extra space. Got all my stuff in here. No condensation or moisture now. It is dry. I know the relative humidity is 75% according to my Govee. So not nearly as high as it typically is when I camp out, but this tent's almost all mesh. Very little material for condensation to build up. Yes, I'm bone dry in here. It's like 10 full hours. Love this NEMO Tensor pad. All right, let's get after breakfast. All right, I got water on. Since my Sawyer water filter is plugged up, it takes about 10 minutes to squeeze out enough water to make fill that pot up. All right, so I'm trying out this AeroPress coffee maker. Just stick this filter on the bottom there. I brought 1,000 filters in case I wanted to make 1,000 cups of coffee. Don't know why I did that, but you just dump your coffee grinds right into this tube. It comes with a spoon. I didn't bring it. Just trying to cut down on weight, but probably eyeball it up here. That looks about right. Then when the water's boiling, just pour it down in there. You want to set it over your cup first. Fits over the cup real nice. Pour it down in there. Start it, and I let it set for a bit, and then a minute or two, push it out. Out comes coffee. It's pretty good. At least it was at home.
All right, I got my coffee made. Yeah, it's a lot better than the packaged Vias. Need to grind it a little smaller, I think. Breakfast is ready. Smells like Hardee's. Hardee's biscuit and gravy. Doesn't taste like it exactly, but it's close enough. It's almost like a paste, but it's good. I got 10 hours of solid sleep. I like that tent. I like having more space. Got a little bit of condensation at the foot, but that's it. Other than that, it's bone dry in there. It's really that NEMO Tensor sleeping pad. I mean, it's like sleeping on a bed. I've slept in hotels worse than I've slept in my tent. 10 hours. Turned the lights off at 9:30, woke up at 7:30. I'm gonna boil more water, fill up my jugs for the day, and then start fishing. I'm gonna try to come back here for lunch, make up a good lunch, and then go upstream. I know there's trout in here, I've seen them. Just a matter of finding the right fly, not spooking them.
Some beautiful holes in here. I haven't had a bite yet, and I haven't seen a fish yet. Starting out with a dry dropper. What I'll always start out with until I just trying to locate fish. But I will eventually switch to a dry fly. I mean, they were definitely hitting dry flies last night in some of the bigger holes. If I have to, I'll slide up to one of those tonight right before dark and see if I can't get one to hit. Oh, that is in the pocket. Wow. There's a trout in there, and he's looking for a fly. He would have hit that. I thought I saw a flash. No, never mind. The river gets kind of boring. I can see this, just big flat water. Not a lot of holes. There's these little pockets where if there is a fish in this section, he's going to hide in one of these little pockets. It's just so hard to sneak up on and hard to cast to, especially when it's windy. That's really all I got to fish to in this section. The first mile in seemed like I had a lot of holes. Seemed like it was better water, a little bigger water somehow. The further downstream that I went, the more boring it got. A lot of just riffles and what I call flat water. So I don't know. If I don't catch anything today, I'm going to have to get up early tomorrow, throw everything in the bag, and head upstream and just plan to fish on my way out. There's a couple holes in particular that
I saw multiple fish hitting the top, so I'll stop at those for sure on the way out. This is a beautiful hole. You wouldn't even know it was here if you didn't walk right up on it. It's probably the prettiest hole I've seen in this stretch. Of course, it's got limbs hanging over it. I'm gonna try to sneak one in between these two limbs. Slide it up. Yeah, the wind's gonna make it tough. Slide it up into there. It's gonna be a tough cast. I got a lot of back cast area. Come on. Well, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, aren't you? Oh, that's not terrible. Not perfect, but not terrible. Ah, man. That was almost perfect. Almost perfect. The wind caught it a little bit and I had a little bit of a trailing loop. Again, but I'm going to try it again. I'll try to get a little bit higher up the. There we go, right there, next to the rock. Ah, it's going to catch. Pull off. Oh, there we go. Ooh, slid off that rock perfectly. Come on, if there is one in there, he is going to hit that. Man, where are the fish? All right, it's almost lunchtime. I'm gonna have to make the turn and head back to camp soon. I did see a couple of stoneflies on the bank crawling around. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna switch flies. This is a pretty large fly. This is a 10 or a 12, but I've come up on some big holes here. I'm getting kind of desperate, honestly. So I'm gonna try something a little different. See if I can't put a fish in the net. The water's so clear. Guarantee these fish are easy to spook. There's that bat again. Close. No, go away. I think he's rabied. That's a good cast, but I mean, this is just too close to the hole. It's just too close. All right, I'm back at camp. No fish. Never got a bite. Never saw a fish. I tracked it on my GPS. I covered right at a mile. At least that's how long it took me, how far I walked coming back on the railroad. I don't know. It's like a different water than last night coming in. It just felt like there were fish everywhere, and then nothing. So I'm going to eat some mushroom risotto. It's one of my favorites. I eat this about every time I go camping. And then I'm going to put on my waders again and just start working my way upstream. It's about 1 o'clock or so, maybe closer to 2. I'm going to just go until it's almost dark. Switch into my hiking boots and just hightail it back here, make dinner, and hit the sack. I hope I catch a fish. If I don't, then tomorrow morning I'm going to get up early. I'm going to get up to that big hole where I saw 3 fish in yesterday, hitting the top of the water, and I'm just gonna fish it until the rain runs me back to the truck. Beautiful stream. I just don't know where the fish are. We'll find them. Ooh, I think I saw a trout come out right there. I think I saw a trout come out from underneath that log and look at my nymph. In fact, I'm pretty sure of it. There we go. That's not too bad. Although it's not going to dry, it's not going to dead drift. It's close enough. Close enough. I'll let it come on down below me, and then I'm going to try to put it out further out on top of the rock. With this little eddy here in front of me, I'm not going to be able to lay it on top of him, I don't think. I'm going to try though. Moving way too fast. Way too fast. That was terrible. There we go. There we go. I can hold it out in front of him a little bit. Come on. Oh, he ain't gonna pay it no attention. There he is, there he is. Oh, that's a nice trout. Oh, that's a nice trout. Come on, baby, that's a big one. Oh, I hope I got him hooked good. I was a little bit light on the hook set. Come on, come on. That's a nice trout. That's a nice trout. Oh, he's bullying me a little bit. Let him tire out. I may have a little bit too light of gear on this guy. Gotta keep him hooked. Keep him hooked. I'm gonna walk towards him a little bit. I'll walk towards him a little bit. Come on. He ain't tired yet. He ain't tired yet. He hit the nymph. Yeah, he saw me. He saw me. Trying to shake that head. Trying to shake that head. Come on, buddy. Trying to keep looking at limb. There we go. He's head up a little bit. Gotta keep moving falls. I'm in the short water here. No, no, no. 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 Oh, no, no. Come on. Come on. Come on. Got him. Yes. Big brown trout. Big wild brown trout. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. All right. All right. Yes. Yes. man. All right, my GoPro ran out of batteries just as I caught him. Oh, that worked out so good. All right, I am going to get some great picture of this guy. Big brown trout. Oh my goodness. I think that's the first wild brown trout I've ever caught, at least to my knowledge. I caught it on my new rod. All right. I'm gonna get some release photos of this guy, some pictures. This is a big deal. This is the first nice fish I have caught. I can't even remember how long. Oh, yes. Yes. All of that was worth it just to come out here for him. Look at the red. The red on his fin. It's a gorgeous fish. Gorgeous fish. White. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful fish. All right. Finally, it has been an absolutely tough winter. This is my first fish of 2025. Now, I did catch a small native back in January, but that didn't hardly count. I'm gonna try to hold this guy up and get a good picture of him. Good trout. Great trout. Great trout. I don't want to overhandle him. I gotta turn him loose. Oh yeah. All right, I didn't get any release footage of that fish. I got out in the middle. I fumbled my net, fumbled the fish, dropped my camera. It was a complete mess. Oh, I'm so glad I caught that fish. Such a big deal. And on my new rod too. Oh, it's funny how one fish can make it all worthwhile. All right, I need 2 fish. I want to make a video out of all of this footage. I've got a couple hours of daylight left. I can do it. I can do it. I don't think I've talked about my new rod yet. So my go-to rod is a Scott GS 9-foot 5-weight that my Uncle Fred gave me. This is a Scott GS 3-weight, 7-foot, 7-inch rod. I've got a Ross Colorado on it. I bought that from Teller's Fly Shop in Lynchburg, Virginia. I bought this rod because I like the GS 5-weight so much. But I'm pretty impressed with how this rod handled that big brown. I'm impressed with the accuracy. I mean, it can throw, you know, a size 10 dry fly with a dry dropper, like a size 10 nymph on it. Fantastic rod. So my 5-weight I've named Fred for obvious reasons. I'm gonna name this one Frank. All right, I'm gonna head on up the river and see if I can't catch a second one. Probably should be on the other side of it, I think, but I can mend that line over there. Maybe one of them will hit. All right, I've come back to the trail and changed into my boots out of my waders. Got probably a mile or so, maybe a little more to walk back to camp, and it's getting dark and I have to make water and make dinner. In case I forget tomorrow morning, I'll talk about my backpack now. So this is a Gregory Paragon 48. And my other backpack is a Gregory Paragon 65. So the Paragon is by far the more comfortable pack. And it's a bigger pack, of course. But I wanted something lighter, and I wanted something I could maybe use when it was warmer, and I wouldn't be bringing so much bedding. So far, I love this backpack. I'm surprised actually at how good it is, considering how much less suspension and padding it has. But I'll probably use this in the summer. It was a little tough to get everything into it this trip, but I got it in there, and it made a big difference. I mean, again, I got down 10 pounds, so. All right, I'm going back to the camp, make dinner, and I'm gonna fish tomorrow morning on the way out. I'm gonna use my Garmin inReach to try to figure out what the weather's like tomorrow and try to beat the rain. I'd like to try to catch a second fish. Don't get me wrong, that one was pretty special, but I'd like a second one. All right, here goes. Shepherd's potato stew with beef. It's like a brown paste. That's a little stew-like. Oh, that's pretty good. It's not paste, that's mashed potatoes. No, yeah. Well, that was pretty good. It's a hit there. I've got to boil up a bunch of water tonight. I drank up all my water, my hiking water today. It was hot. It got up to 77.5 according to my Gobi. It's unbelievable. It's supposed to rain tonight a little bit, and then tomorrow at noon. So I've got a window there where I should be able to get up, jam everything in my backpack, and head out. All right, another solid 9 hours sleep. Got water boiling. Getting ready to make up some coffee with my AeroPress. I'm gonna try a healthy breakfast this morning, I guess. Peak Refuel Mountain Berry Granola. We'll see. So the trail is on that side of the river, and to get here, my first night I had to cross with my backpack on. Had I fallen in, it would have been game over. Now to get out of here, now I gotta do it again, a little bit lower stakes, because if I fall in now I just gotta walk out 3 miles wet. But I'm gonna pack up as soon as I can, cross. I'm gonna go about 2 miles and stop and take a break, probably sit and eat a little bit of lunch, and fish that section of river. I haven't fished any of it yet, but I have seen fish in that section. That's it. It's supposed to rain around noon. Caught a fish yesterday, caught a wild brown trout yesterday. Makes it all worth it. But I would like to catch a couple, maybe 10, 20 others. So I'll be fishing on the way out. All right, coffee time. All right, I got some coffee. Got my breakfast made up. Let me tell you something, this breakfast is fantastic. Might be my favorite. Now, it says you're supposed to add cold water, just stir it up and eat it. Well, I didn't read the directions. I just added boiling hot water. So I've let it set a little bit, and it is fantastic. I don't think I want it cold. I mean, really good. A little messy, a little soupy, but I think I like that better than biscuits and gravy. I don't know how it'll sustain me. I guess we'll find out today. It's a beautiful morning. It was a hot weekend. It was like 77 and a half or something yesterday. I was sweaty. The water's a little too cold to wet wade, so I had my waders on. That was a mistake. Anyway, all right, feeling good. I'm gonna go ahead and pack up my bag and hit the road. Moving a little slower coming out. I was looking at the GPS. I fished about 2.5 miles of river yesterday and just wore me out. Hips are a little tired, but this trail's pretty good in places and pretty bad in others. So it kind of makes for slow going. It's not like when I walked into Cranberry and it was a flat, level, gravelled road. Started fishing, but no luck yet. I haven't quite got to where I wanted to start, but I saw holes I couldn't pass up. So I gave it a go. I'm only like half a mile from where I want to start, so not too much farther. I'm on the wrong side of the river to work this hole. I am too far from the truck to change into waders yet. So I'm going to give it a go and just see what happens. Or just kind of do the old native trout dipping fish. See if I can control it. There he is. I got one. I got one. If I can get him out from under that tree. Oh my goodness, I got one. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that worked. It's a nice trout. It's a nice trout. Oh yeah, I'm not even turning him. I got my backpack on and everything. All right, I'm gonna try to just hold him there and just tire him. Let me get my backpack off. Yeah, he's a good trout. I'm not gonna be able to keep him on this one here, I don't think. There we go. I dropped my bag. Got my net. Yeah, he doesn't quite know what's going on yet, so he hasn't tried to run yet. Better watch, I got too much line out. Oh no, I thought I lost it. I've got a dry dropper on there. I'm afraid the dry is going to get hung up on something if he gets around the tree stump or something. See if I can get down here to him. Hold him in the middle of the stream. Let him wear himself out. Let him wear himself out. Yeah, he hadn't even tried to come up yet. It's a good trout. I've got to keep that dry dropper away from these trees. The only downside of this fly setup is it will bite you, especially when trying to net or I'm putting too much pressure on him. He's not tired yet. Let him tire. You're not in a hurry. You got all day. all day. Plenty of rod to protect that tippet. He won't be able to break you off. It's gonna be a hard one to net here. Hard one to net. Yeah, I'm fighting against him and the current. Good trout though. Starting to wear out a little bit. But he's starting to fight too. Hold on. Hold on. I'll try to get down there in that treetop on me, I think. Oh, he's a big one. I'm gonna have a hard time landing him. Got him! Got him! Got him! Got him! Oh. Got him! Got him! Got him! Got him! I'm gonna cut him immediately. I'll get the fly out in a minute. I gotta get him off this pole. There we go. All right, baby. All right, another big brown. All right. I've got to get down to the water so I can get him released. All right, under that tree right there. Let's go. I can't believe I was able to work that tree from this side. What a terrible angle. All right, come here. Let me get you in the water. Get you in the water. There we go. There we go. Big brown. Another big wild brown. Yes. 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 All right. All right, I'm gonna try to do a better job of getting some release footage of this guy. That's a nice trout. He may be bigger than the one yesterday. Right under that root ball right there. You saw what I did. I just kind of floated it underneath there and was kind of working it. He hit it while I was pulling it back in. All right, that's two. You know what that means. Got enough for a video. Let's go. Let's go. All right, it's starting to rain. I'm gonna try to get a quick picture of this guy and a release shot of him. Look at that. Look at that big brown. Big wild brown, baby. Red fins. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. All right, it's starting to rain good now. I gotta get covered up, cover my backpack, start the hike out of here. That's all I needed. That's all I needed was that second fish and did it in the rain. Yes, yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, I've made it back to the truck. Whew. Wonderful trip. Caught two nice big wild brown trout. Caught them on my new pole, Frank. 40 pounds. That seems to be the magical number. So the backpack and the tent were both well worth the purchase. As far as wading goes, I carried in these waist-high waders and Corker boots. It's too heavy. It's too heavy and it's too hot. So I've got to find a new solution to wading between now and the next trip. Now, if you want to find out what I do, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.